Among the residual tensions, Democratic Congressman Al Green removed from the chamber after he spoke out during the president's speech.
The chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
And 2 days later, lawmakers voted to censure Congressman Greene for his outburst. So, Congressman, over the years, we've seen other outbursts during presidents' addresses to Congress, from Obama and Biden as well. We've seen outbursts from lawmakers as well as demeanor coming from a Supreme Court justice. Take a look.
There are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This, too, is false. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally. It's not true. Including foreign corporations, to spend without limit.
I'm not politely not naming them, but it's being proposed by some of you. Look, folks.
So among them, you saw Congressman Joe Wilson, who, yelled, "You lie." You had Justice Alito with his expression saying "not true," and Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene there with that confrontation with Biden. None of them were censured nor escorted out. Is this a reflection of the climate that we are in right now? What is the difference here of how what your experience was versus theirs?
Thank you for the question. The climate of which you speak is one that I have lived in for most of my life. I'm a son of the segregated South. The rights that were enshrined in the Constitution for me, my friends and neighbors denied me. I had to go to the back door, drink from a colored water fountain, sit in the back of the bus, and I had relatives who were locked up in the bottom of the jail. I have acclimated to this kind of behavior, but quite candidly, it is a double standard and it is a form of invidious discrimination. But I was prepared to suffer whatever the consequences are when I decided that I would engage in this peaceful protest. My hope is that it will only be Al Green. I don't want my colleagues involved in any kind of sanctions. They were responding to the incivility that we've suffered. And the president, on the very evening that I was escorted from the House floor, the president called my colleagues lunatics. Now that is a level of incivility that we shouldn't have to suffer. The president won't be sanctioned. He's not going to be censured. He won't be reprimanded. The president seems to have a pass when it comes to his inanity, not insanity, his inanity. He called a senator by a name that is considered a pejorative. He does these things with somewhat an immunity that is not understandable.